Hi everyone, how are you all? I hope you are good. Today we will be solving the question maximum product of two elements in an array. As it is a very easy question because let's see in terms of complexity how we can make it little bit better. Otherwise, it is a very simple, easy question. So let's see what is this question saying. Given the array of integer nums, you will choose two different indices I and j of that array. Return the maximum value of nums I minus 1 into nums j minus 1. So we just need to choose two different indices I and j, let's say this and this, and we need to return the maximum value of their product minus 1 in their value. So let's say we are at index 0 and we choose I as 0 and j as 1. So its value will be 2 multiplied by 3, it is 6. So in this way, we need to return the maximum of all of their products. So you can simply iterate the array and then find the maximum value of their product. So let's see how we can do this. So first of all, we will just store the size of the array and we will also make our result variable as 0. And now we will run a loop to iterate over the array. And we also need to run one more loop to grab that index j as well. Okay. So we will run a loop from int j is equals to I plus 1, j is less than n, and j plus 1. We are running j loop from j I plus 1 because if our I is starting from this, then we can take our j values as their 1, 2, and 3. And if our I index is 1, so we do not need to start j from 0 because the product of 3 and 4 is already checked beforehand when we took I as 0. So that's why we don't need to start j loop from 0 itself. So now we just need to store their maximum value. So nums of I minus 1 multiplied by nums of j minus 1. Okay, cool. So let's try run this. So it's very simple if we iterate the array two times. Okay. So what now talk about is time complexity. So as you can see, we are running two nested loops. So its time complexity will be big of n square. And let's talk about this space complexity. As we are not using any extra space other than this result variable, which is a constant, so its space complexity will be big of 1. Okay, but yeah, this will also pass because our constraints are nums dot length is less than or equals to 500. So it is now n square is less than 10 to the power 9. So this will pass. But n square complexity there is not looking good. So let's think about something else. What we can do this in this. So we need to return the maximum value of their product. Okay. So in an array, the maximum value of two elements, what will be the maximum value of product of two elements? If we product take the product of the two largest maximum elements, let's say the first largest element in this array is 5 and second largest element in this array is 4. So its product will be 4 minus 1 into 5 minus 1, that is 3 into 4, that is 12. Here, see here, the first largest element is 5, second largest element is also 5, so its product will be 16. So I think now you are getting that. We don't need to check all the elements. We just need largest element and second largest element and just need to return their product because that will be the our answer for the maximum value of the product. I hope you get this. Now try code this. So what we need to do for this? We just need to sort our array. Okay. and we need to return the product of the last two elements because our array is sorted in ascending order. Okay, so nums of n minus 1, nums of n minus 1 minus 1 multiplied by nums of n minus 2 minus 1. And finally, we need to return the result. Okay, yeah. Now its complexity is reduced to n log n, which is used in sorting this array. Okay, yeah, it will also pass. But n log n can be reduced if more. Let's think for 1 minute, then come here to watch the further video. Okay, so we just need the largest and the second largest element. We don't have any relation with any other remaining elements. We don't care about those elements, whether our array is sorted or not, in what order they are stored. We don't care. We just need the largest element and the second largest element. So, is there any other way other than sorting for getting those elements? Let's see how maybe we can. Okay, we just need largest and the second largest element. Okay, so let's see. Assuming our largest element to be 0 initially and second largest to be 0 initially. Okay, now if we iterate this array, okay, so let's say we are at index 0 right now. It is index 0, it is index 1, it is index 2, it is index 3. Okay, now we are at index 0. The value at index 0 is 3, which is greater than largest. Yeah, so our largest could be 3. Yeah, okay. 3, cool. Now we come at 4. Yeah, if this is also greater than largest, then it could be our largest element. But then the value stored in our largest, what will happen with that value? That value will be replaced in the second largest. Okay. So our second largest will become the largest and our largest element will become this element. Cool. Okay, now let's come to this element. Yeah, this is also greater than largest. So we will replace the second largest element with the largest element and largest element with that value. Yeah. Now come to this element. No, 2 is not greater than 5, then this could not be our largest element. Now check for second largest. No, 2 is also not greater than 4. This is also not second largest. So we do not need to do anything with these values. In this way, we got our largest and the second largest element in just single iteration without sorting the array. Okay. So if that element is greater than the largest, then we will store the largest in second largest and store that element in the largest. But if that is not so, then we will check with the second largest. If it is greater than second largest, then we will simply change the value of second largest. Otherwise, we will not do anything else. I hope you get this. Now let's try code this approach. So first of all, we need to make two variables, largest and second largest. Okay. So now we will run our loop from I equals to 0 to I is less than n I plus plus. Now we will check if that element is greater than the largest. Then we will store the largest in our second largest and we will store that element in our largest. But if it is not so, else if that element is get, then we will check with second largest. If it is greater than second largest, then we will simply change the value of second largest. Okay. Now at the end, we just need to return their products. Largest minus 1 into second largest minus 1. Now finally we will return the result. Okay. Let's try run this. Yeah, it's working fine. Now let's try submitting this. Yeah, cool. So now let's talk about its time and space complexity. Just a second. What has this happened? Actually, this dynamic layout of Leetcode is little bit hectic. Okay, so let's talk about its time complexity. As we are learning on the single loop for iterating the array, so its time complexity will be go of n. And as we are not using any extra space other than these constant variables, so its space complexity will be big of 1. Okay, so I hope you get this question. If you still have any doubts related to this question, you can post in the comment section. I will surely answer them. This was a very easy and also tricky question. I hope you get it. So, thank you for watching this video.